When the dinner, I'm the same man, did. Let's go. I can kick it with a lame ass nigga. Let's go. You ain't with me, you the same as the op. Nigga thinking about my chain bag.
Ayy, it's about time I start breaking them off. Lots of thotties who begging to fuck me, but I ain't got time to start breaking them off. Let's go. Only bought it cause it was a ticket. I can't even spell the design I bought. Put a dick in the Glock, it and knock out your mouth. Pussy boy, better watch how you talk. I'ma show him, he said I ain't with it. Hey, my gun out the window, can't go like no bitch if he sending some shots on my shoe back.
Yo, what is going on, my wonderful people? It's your boy Gamers with another video. Now look, I'm not gonna really waste too much time with the introduction. I'm gonna get straight to the point. If this video helps you out in any sort of way, hey, hit that like button or subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. Or you don't have to do anything. You can just watch this video, take my advice, or possibly take a new power and go have fun with it. But all jokes aside, leave me down a comment as for if this video helped you out, and let's get straight into it. So for starters, the first loadout I will talk about is the melee loadout, and for moves I am using Soul Barrage, Backlash, Sonic Cry, and Offering, which I'm going to explain Offering a little bit later. Fury, which for Fury you can use Guardian or you can use Fury. Personally, I go with Fury mainly because if I am using the Offering combo, which I'll explain it and show you guys how I do it, you can get a lot of damage off, and I am using Neo Venom for my supercharge. Now for my people that want to use Fury and Offering, what you would do is weapon tap so your pet can activate, and as you guys know with Fury, it's going to dump all its power in that first animation. So what you will want to do is weapon tap, let it dump all its power, and then hit Offering to refresh it. And then when it refreshes its power for the second time, then go into your combo rotation. But keep in mind, I'm only doing this for the big burst of damage right away. That big burst damage up front is anywhere between 150 and it can fluctuate from 150k all the way to like 175. Nothing is ever guaranteed, but still I am just showing you guys right here what my damage is looking like. So I'm only letting Fury do the work by itself, and as you guys see. Now as for everything else, as far as my weapon, I am using one-handed, obviously. Super speed is my movement. Iconics, here's my iconics, and when it comes to stat points, ooh, I actually need to fix my stat points right there. But max the 2 out and then put the rest into your might and power, which I am about to do right now. When talking about artifacts with the melee loadout, my artifacts are the Solar, Transformation Card, and the Grim. Now keep in mind, with me not running the Supercharge Generator for the PI or Circle of Destruction, the Grim is going to be that secondary artifact that applies to PI, so my Soul Barrage can do more damage. Now personally, I'm going to be sticking with Offering and Fury, but some people might be different. If you guys are those other select few that are different, feel free to take off Offering, put on Circle of Destruction, and also feel free to replace the Grim for the Strategist card, because Sorcery is a dot power and it's going to benefit you a lot. But still, everybody plays differently, and I'm just giving you guys some choices. Now, showing off some of the numbers for my Sorcery loadout. Numbers are gonna start off small, but at the same time, knowing my luck and my RNG, I might have a nice crit chance. I'm not buff at all or anything, but I will pop Neo Venom later on. On top of that, I did go to my base and fixed my might and power stat just so I can maximize or max it out. Stuttering. But I did max out my might and power just so I can get a better read of what my numbers will be. So this might be different for everybody because some people are on that grind to get full elite within the first week of the new DLC dropping, versus some people might want to see what I can do. But these are my numbers so far, just high 90k parsers, sometimes 100k. And yes, I am running Offering, which I will only pop Offering for a new set of ads, but just think of it like a wolf form loadout. That's technically what I'm doing. But with Neo Venom activated, the parser is 112k, and then the next one, which will be my final, is anytime, alright, 130k. So not bad at all, but without Neo Venom I was still averaging some high 90s, even that 100k. When it comes to talking about boss damage, I tried to make a loadout that can do possibly both boss damage and AoE damage. As for moves, I am using Heat Vision and Final Ruin. Also, I have Shard of Life on, and then Condemned. Now, when it comes to PI, I'm using Circle of Destruction, and for this blank filler right here, I can go two things. I can go Fury or Guardian, or I can go Neo Venom. So that is completely your choice. When it comes to weapon, I am using one-handed for my weapon. Obviously, my movement mode is super speed, so when it's super, iconic tree is right here. And when it comes to stat tree, max these two, and then rest in might and power. Artifact wise, I am using Solar, Trance, and Stress. Oh boy, now when it comes to actual boss damage for sorcery, I can't lie, sorcery reminds me a little bit of Heartlight, and what I mean by that is it can fluctuate from possibly a nice 65 average to possibly a big 45k drop, honestly. And that's something I'm not a big fan of, so that's something I was a bit iffy about, especially while going to this power. I was really concerned about what my single target damage will look like, but at the same time I have to understand a new DLC just dropped and I'm not max might anymore. Unfortunately, max might is around 105, 106k, especially with you having full elite and OP gear and etc, etc. But at the same time, parsers are 50ks. I can't say they're 55 plus, but at the same time, they can fluctuate, and that one was just a 64k. And I can't even get started when I get them below 35, but at the same time, parsers are really nice. But there you go, 65k or 64k, and then automatically drop to a 48. So there's nothing I can do about that, but still, numbers are still looking nice. Went back to a 55, and I'm at the 35 point, I believe. So let me see what I'm going to do right here. Wait for it, 57, and then I'll do one more. Which, what is this parser going to look like? Since I am below that 35 point, final ruin, and I hit a 72. So as you guys see, now going from single target to AoE damage, I am using the exact same loadout. Everything's the same. I was thinking about taking out Fury for Guardian especially, but at the same time, you're not going to be able to switch to loadouts in the middle of a boss fight. So basically, I wanted to actually see what this boss damage loadout can do on 3 ads, which I was surprised. Honestly, this can be a little range loadout for all I know. So I started off with an 84k, obviously, as you guys see, and then it just keeps on going higher and higher. I don't have a supercharge on this loadout, unfortunately, but at the same time, when you are in that boss fight, you can take out Circle of Destruction, put on Neo Venom, and then for your artifacts you can just take out Strategist Cart and put on a Grim. But still, numbers are pretty high. 92k, 100k, or is that 90? Yeah, that's 92. 100k, and then what is this next parser? A 91k. So really high damage. This is basically more or less like a ranged loadout, I can say. But I'm still doing some really nice damage, and it'll be even higher if you had a supercharge on, or even if you were buffed. But still, 90k parsers averaging, and this last parser is what? 91. So another 91, nothing too special. Actually, I'll do one more. I'm a little curious. So come on, let's just see. Final Ruin, Shard of Life, and last one was a 100k. The final rotation we can talk about is the range loadout. Now, for my range loadout, the moves that I am currently using are Heat Vision, obviously, Soul Barrage, and then I have Soul Siphon on now, Shard of Life, and Fury for my pet, with Neo Venom, of course, being the supercharge. Everything else as far as my stat points and iconics and weapons, etc, are the same. When it comes to artifacts, I am running the Solar, Trans, and Strategist card, mainly because with Soul Siphon being the PI, which means I don't need the Grim. So that allows me to run the Strategist card and do a bit more damage. Now, when starting the rotation, you can go down the list from Heat Vision to Shard of Life, or you can start with Soul Barrage, which is what I'm going to be doing. Also, keep in mind that I am close to the ads, mainly because I don't want to pull with Soul Siphon, which is a bit annoying, so just bear with me. On top of that, keep in mind, Soul Siphon reminds me of Tornado Pull, where Tornado Pull does max damage at a maxed range, but Soul Siphon, you have to be a little bit beyond max for it to actually have damage fall off. And I mean, if you're not a fan of this loadout or this range loadout, then you can even use the boss loadout, because they basically are doing similar numbers. I'm averaging 90ks, 95ks, 100ks, and I just popped Neo Venom. So I'm going to see what this rotation is going to be, which is nice 116, nothing too big. I would want to see a 120 again, or possibly a 130. I want to try to push for 150, but I mean 122, and then this will be the last parser. Pop my Soul Siphon. I like Soul Siphon. Soul Siphon's a really nice move, and my last parser was a nice 100k. Hey man, so look, we're coming to the end of the video before I actually show you guys some gameplay of this loadout. So if this video helped you out in any sort of way, hey, you don't have to like or subscribe like I told you earlier, but still, leave me down some feedback in the comments. I don't know about you guys, but I actually do take my comment section seriously. You guys actually leave me some advice, some tips, tricks, something I forgot to include, or something I could have done differently, or you guys just tell me how bad of a video it was. But anyways, let me know if you made it to the very end. Hopefully you guys like, comment, and subscribe, or don't. It's up to you. And hey, let's get straight into the clips and have a good day. I don't know what else to say. Ooh, that bit rhymed.